Starting the drop test off from two heights and different angles. First drop from pocket height, bottom edge facing down. Next up, second pocket height drop, top side facing down. Next, for the third pocket height drop, back plastic and triple cameras facing the marble. Now for the last pocket height drop, 90Hz display facing down. All the four pocket height drop impacts doesn't seem to have made any difference to the Poco M3 Pro 5G. Great job at Poco until now. In the next round of 1.6 meters high drops, bottom side facing down. Next, second high drop, top edge facing down. Still no dents, scuff marks, shatter or any damage from two hard drop impacts. Next, for the second last high drop, third high drop, backside and triple camera unit facing down with video recording on the 48 megapixel camera to capture some live drop footage. The M3 Pro 5G has done awesome as of now, absorbing two hard drop impacts on the camera unit side with no shatter or minute damages to the frame. Next, the last finale drop you have been waiting for with live video capture from the 8 megapixel dewdrop selfie camera. As expected, Poco and the M3 Pro 5G has once again managed to maintain its super awesome clean record of never failing the drop test till date. Having already passed the drop test with great results, now we'll be looking at the Poco M3 Pro 5G in terms of its structural build quality via the bend test, water resistance capability of its non-IP rating, and the scratch resistance of its Corning glass protection. A good quality flexible plastic case included free inside the box, eliminating the need of a third-party case. quite a prominent bold print of the Poco brand, though the design around the camera unit is new and attractive, making it quite distinct compared to other plain Jane devices. As of now, the build quality feels like it's pretty sturdy in my usual trial bend, but we'll come to know the real structural integrity during the actual bend test. Xiaomi, simply called as Mi, and all the independent brands under it like Redmi and Poco have a great track record on our channel in terms of the scratch resistance quality of the tempered glass protection used on the devices and for the presence of oleophobic coating. So we are expecting the same level of quality out of the Poco M3 Pro 5G as well. As usual, we are checking for the scratch resistant quality of the tempered glass protection on the display by rubbing it with a heavy duty blade and common items found in pockets. If you're a regular on our channel, then you would know how important the blade is in catching poor quality tempered glass protection, which fails the blade even though glass is harder than steel on the most scale of hardness. On the other hand, high quality tempered glass protection like that of Xiaomi have always managed to handle the blade. Once again, Mi has managed to pass the swatch test due to the use of genuine Corning glass protection. The most important thing to remember is that the Poco M3 Pro 5G does not have an IP rated Ingress rating. Also, it isn't IP53 rated after a line of Mi devices which had the advantage of official IP53 rated splash resistance. Another very important thing to keep in mind is that it is not an IP67 or 68 rated device, so dunking it under water like you see in some misleading and dangerous videos will be an absolute dumb mistake, as it will cause permanent liquid damage and an awesome trip to the service center. In the ongoing oleophobic test, we are checking out for oleophobic coating on the tempered glass protection, which is pretty evident as you can see the water roll off as drops instead of sticking to the glass surface in devices without an oleophobic layer. As of now, the Poco M3 Pro has not yet started showing any signs of liquid damage in the form of low distorted audio from the external speakers. In the ongoing light splashing round, we have to keep a close eye for signs of permanent liquid damage in terms of black screen issues, because this is exactly what had happened to the Redmi Note 8 and 9. The blank screen issue was due to irreversible damage of the motherboard, which involves costly repair charges since liquid damage is not covered under normal warranty. The distorted low audio issue, which is the most common initial signs of the onset of liquid damage, is not yet affecting the Poco M3 Pro 5G, fortunately. And the fact that it has a black rubber seal on the SIM tray, not quite visible to the naked eye, is definitely helping out in resisting water to a large extent. Apart from the low distorted audio issue mentioned earlier, non-IP rated devices can also suffer from temporary issues such as headphone icon and black screen issue, screen flicker, or lens fogging issues. Or some devices can also suffer from severe display damage in the heavy drenching round, which again will require expensive repair charges due to the fact that water damage is not covered under warranty. Let's see if the great track record of Mi and Poco is once again able to hold up in the M3 Pro 5G against all rounds of liquid abuse. The Poco M3 Pro 5G seems to have passed all rounds of liquid abuse and even a few seconds of underwater abuse without any IP certification and comes out a winner, fighting the liquid abuse and escaping without damage as expected. Followers of our channel know very well that Poco devices till date have done very well in the build quality bench tests, including the supposedly weak Poco X2. So let's get some solid video proof about the real life structural build quality of the Poco M3 Pro 5G's plastic body. A slight bit of scare due to the loud cracking noise from the first backside bend. The breaking noise seems to have come from the left side, but on closer inspection there is no apparent physical damage which we can see. The second bend from the plastic backside also has the least amount of flex or bend degree, and this time there is no alarming cracking sound like in the first bend. The Poco M3 Pro 5G is able to keep up the name and clean track record of Poco of never failing as it passes the bend test due to its strong and attractive plastic design.